Imagine a tiny creature with huge eyes, a round face, and tiny little paws. Your brain immediately goes, must, protect, forever. But why? Why would evolution turn one of the smartest animals on Earth into an emotional wreck the moment it sees a kitten? As it turns out, your obsession with cute things may have been keeping humans alive for thousands of years. Have you ever noticed that humans don't just think babies are cute? We think puppies are cute. Kittens, baby ducks, tiny penguins. Even cartoon blobs with giant eyes somehow convince millions of adults to spend money on stuffed toys. We're basically the only species that willingly sees a tiny fluffy creature and thinks, I would die for this stranger. Objectively speaking, that's a ridiculous survival strategy. So why are we like this? The answer begins long before social media, pet videos, or plush toys. It begins with human babies. Compared to most animals, human babies are, honestly, kind of useless. A newborn deer can stand within hours. A baby turtle immediately starts walking toward the ocean. A human baby? It can't walk. It can't feed itself. It can't even hold up its own head. From an evolutionary perspective, raising one is an incredibly expensive investment, so evolution needed a way to stop parents from giving up. Its solution? Make babies almost impossible to ignore. Scientists have found that babies share a collection of features known as the baby schema. Large eyes, round cheeks, tiny noses, small chins. These features automatically activate nurturing responses inside the human brain. In other words, your brain isn't calmly deciding something is cute. It's being manipulated. Congratulations. You've been emotionally blackmailed by evolution. And here's the weird part. Your brain doesn't care whether those features belong to a human baby, or a puppy, or a kitten, or even a cartoon character. If something has the right proportions, your brain often reacts the same way. That's why animated characters are designed with giant eyes and round faces. They're basically using thousands of years of evolution against your wallet. Every time you say, "Aw," some marketing team somewhere quietly celebrates. But humans didn't stop there. We made cute into a hobby. Think about it. People knit sweaters for dogs, throw birthday parties for cats, build entire Instagram accounts for hamsters. Some people even talk to their plants. At this point, if a potato had googly eyes, someone would probably adopt it. And honestly, someone probably already has. So, why did this instinct become so powerful? Because humans didn't survive alone. We survived by caring. A tribe that protected its children had a better chance of surviving than one that didn't. Over thousands of generations, people who instinctively cared for vulnerable individuals passed on their genes more successfully. Eventually, our brains became incredibly sensitive to anything that looked helpless. The interesting part is that this instinct doesn't only apply to babies anymore. It spills into everything. Small animals, tiny robots, video game characters, even imaginary creatures. Your brain isn't asking, is this useful? It's asking, should I protect this? And that question can completely override logic. That's why people risk getting scratched just to pet a stray kitten, or stop everything they're doing because they saw ducklings crossing the road. Rationally, it's inconvenient. Emotionally, your brain has already made the decision. This is also why the internet practically runs on cute content. When you're stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, looking at cute things can actually improve your mood. Studies suggest that viewing cute images can increase attention and encourage gentle, careful behavior for a short time. It's almost like your brain shifts into a protective mode. So no, you're not wasting time watching puppy videos. You're participating in one of humanity's oldest survival systems. That's definitely what you should tell yourself after watching your 15th cat video today. But here's my favorite part. Humans are one of the few species that find completely different species adorable. Think about that. A wolf looks at a rabbit and sees lunch. You look at a rabbit and think, I wonder if it likes hugs. That's an incredible difference. Some scientists believe this unusual empathy helped humans cooperate on a scale that other animals simply couldn't. The same brain that wanted to protect babies eventually helped us care about strangers, and even animals we've never met. So the next time you see a tiny kitten, a fluffy puppy, or a baby penguin. Remember, that overwhelming urge to protect it isn't random. It's millions of years of evolution quietly whispering, "Keep the little one alive." And somehow, that ancient survival instinct still wins against your common sense every single time.